Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Nigeria. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal, and he has a lovely first touch, and at the same time he's got the pace to run behind defensive lines, and it's very difficult to see any weaknesses in his game. The complete package.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Oh, good spread. And it's played forward. Now it's Osimhen. He has found the way through. Lookman. Bruno. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Defending, but that'll do. Budawi shifted upfield. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ndidi, aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. Rory forwards and with intent. Calmly anticipates. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a Bailey. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Chukwueze. Osai Samuel, gently done. Delivered in. Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
Osimhen could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Bassi. Nigeria, very keen on the aerial route.
It's looking pretty clear now, Peter, that the wide players have been told to get the balls in much earlier here.
Yeah, Jim, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, crosses that are not carefully selected, but they are very effective.
Well played. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Algeria really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
It's run loose here. Bruno. Dele Bashiru.
Lookman.
Deflected over the goal line for a corner. And the keeper beats it away. He's in a good position here. Bassi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Lookman.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Does really well to win the ball there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mahrez stood his ground strongly. Now it's Benrahma. And the shot! That's going to go a long way.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Played out to the right. And that has sent him sprawling.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Over to the left. Hit into the middle.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Onachu is fouled. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. He's found a way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Mandy played out to the left flank. Algeria ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Bassi moved on forwards. Well, nicely intercepted. Baini driven forward. Oh, can he get onto this? That's the throw. And it's played forward. There's the shot! Yes, he's done it! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
So we have our breakthrough. Half-time, extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
And we're off for the final time. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Physical challenge. Atal is onto it in a flash. Now it's Benrahma. And he shoots! That should have been two.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Onachu looks to get on the end of this. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes.
Nigeria really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Algeria have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I certainly enjoyed a really good show of collective effort, both in attack and defence, Peter. I think they had good numbers for the link-up play and attack, and players willing to track back at all times.